I told you that my parents cover both sides of the medicine, right? My mother is a doctor and my father is a poet and a novelist. That is not to state that you're gonna leave this classroom today in a healthier mental state than you might have entered it, but definitely more enriched, with more change in the pockets of your mind, so to speak, right?
Well, that's well said. The first lesson is entitled "Some of the best writers are not to be found in literature but in rock and roll." I like to start with a writer of the utmost importance, especially in the modern Western fiction, and that is, of course, more or less, of course, Ulysses, James Joyce. It's the one book that ends with a single word, the word yes. Now, of course, it comes at the end of Molly Bloom's monologue. Of course, the word yes in our culture means it's an affirmation of life, and more importantly, taken out of the context of the book, taken out of the context of Ulysses itself, it is of course the one word that expresses the whole of Western civilization. The funny thing is that right here in America, right here in New York City, in the 70s, there was a punk outfit, a rock and roll band called the Ramones. Well, you know, the Ramones were one of the most influential punk bands in American music, in rock music. And the funny thing is that they came up in one of their songs with the punk equivalent of James Joyce's Yes, because the Ramones came up with the slogan "Hey ho, let's go," which is essentially of course the same. Just to show you a bit of the Ramones doing that particular slogan. Critics in those days, the Ramones appeared on the scene. Critics called the Ramones the dumbest band in the world because of their lyrics, and I don't agree with that, of course. But the funny thing is that you see then that in a view of some people that the genius of James Joyce in the word yes meets the dumbest band in rock band in the world, the Ramones, with "Hey ho, let's go." That leads me to another rule: don't believe the hype. If you have to choose between reading Marcel Proust, the French novelist, or the Norwegian novelist who actually lives in Sweden, Knausgaard, then you should opt for Proust. unless you don't know how to make coffee manually, then I advise you to read Knausgaard, because in his books he elaborately, time and again, explains to readers how he is making coffee manually. But apart from that, you know, read Proust. Never overwrite. Most people write stuff and then they rewrite and they add to it, and basically you don't add up. You dress it down. Keep it simple. Keep it sober. Keep it short. And make it so simple and short and clear that you get your message and your meaning across to your audience. I would like to take your attention for one of the best writers, one of the best poets to be found in literature nowadays. His name is Nick Cave, and I choose this particular poem because it is a poem. I choose it because of the narrative style and the storytelling.
On Jubilee Street, there was a girl named Bee. She had a history, but she had no past.
Yes, this is so brilliant. I mean, there's a song about a prostitute on Jubilee Street called Bee. She had a history, but she had no past. Well, this is poetry.